Possibly for the first time in this playthrough, I suddenly get a strong sense I'm not supposed to be here. It feels so much like I'm in... Those are monitors, that's freaky. I immediately feel out of place trying to go down this thing. There's a monitor of shady trees? Oh no, that's the river. Looking up at the mountain. Just outside of the town and the castle. Whoa, it's a chute. Is this a garbage chute? Like they were monitoring this thing and trying to figure out what it is, and then when you look underneath, it's just like a pillar of where they throw all their broken shit, basically. It's got drawers and busted monitors, which are for some reason still broadcasting. Have I seen that before? Is that a shipping container in the forest? I don't remember if I've seen that one before. Maybe I have. There's the desert. I wonder if these specific camera angles might even reveal something you can use. Yeah, look at that. It's hinting at the puzzle you could solve there. Yeah, some of these could give you hints at how to solve things. So we're under the columnar jointing. Hey, look at that. It's looking at the clever thing I did. I'm proud of me. That was a cool thing to combine. Alright, getting a vague, creepy Soma feel from coming down here, though. Like something's gonna come after me. Double emphasis on the tree, huh? What is that? Top down. Oh, that's a view of... That's under the windmill. That's when you're going under the windmill and you're exploring. There's an outside perspective. They give you a hint at that one right there a little bit. That's also kind of a mess. Ooh! Look at that. Can't click on it? They give you a top-down view of the, Oh yeah, that's what the town looks like from above. That's actually really... It looks really laid out in a meaningful way there. That's kind of cool. Oh, these aren't cameras. Illusion broken. These are temporary. These are old images that are being broadcast. Oh, look at that. This area looks like it might have puzzles. I should check that area. That's right out. Yeah, that's right next to the garden temple. Okay, but yeah, these are static images. You can tell because this place has not been solved when it should be, and there's no laser coming out of the place. So that one bridge that was already solved was just how they chose to make the image, which is weird because that implies that it's already been solved before by somebody else. Who was that? It's getting darker. I immediately feel like I shouldn't be down here. It's like the Truman Show. Like we just escaped the illusion and the stage production, and now we're seeing behind it. What am I seeing a glimpse of? That strategically placed window that makes it frustratingly hard to see in that room. Wow. Oh, look at down there. Oh! Under the mountain there was a bunch of vertical columns at a cove or a bay, and I was wondering what was behind that. I think that's what we're seeing down there, is the behind view of that area. This is such a visually striking location that I'm just kind of taking my time. Here we go. There it is. Oh, there's a puzzle inside of that. I can't solve that from here, can I? I can interact with it. Huh. Be a little hard to make out from here, but yeah, that column of garbage just keeps coming. Various views of the island mixed with cabinets and shelves and chairs. My mind just doesn't necessarily know what to make of the idea of there just being garbage everywhere. Over here there's also more puzzles, somewhat awkwardly out of reach. And this is a huge vertical chamber. There's more over there. Looks like I can't even look at those ones from here. No, I can't. Weird, I can. I don't know if they'll be solvable from this perspective or not. Maybe you can. They're maybe not even that hard. Looks like a pain in the ass to solve from this far away, though. This place could be huge. Okay. There could even be more hidden puzzles down here. Can I move the... Can I create bridges? Oh, here it is. we have a column of 4 right here. And all I have to do is draw a pattern that separates the black from the white. There's 2 exits. Let's see. Does it have to start at the beginning? Oh yeah, this is the starting point no matter what. Oh goodness. There's a weird sight. Oh right, I didn't cross the line. What do I do about you? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, nope. Not quite gonna work that way. Well, it can face any direction from that point. But it probably has to touch one of the side boundaries to make it make sense. So like for example, I could do bloop, and that would create that shape, and this would isolate the black from the white. And if I fully outline this place, then we'll have a line of sight that should give us perspective for those side panels. That worked. Oh cool, it even gave us a proper perspective of being able to walk up to that puzzle. This seems to have been the ideal solution for that, just in general. If, for all I know, it might even be the only solution. But it definitely, in one fell swoop, gives us access to everything I want. Hello? How do you guys feel about heights? I'm walking on a weird transparent barrier of weird. What am I looking at? This is hard to look at. Okay, so I'm looking for dots. There's one here. There's one dot right there. Otherwise, I'm supposed to just separate them all, right? So, for example, let's go wrap around like this first. Because there's one black piece here. Let's also wrap around this black piece and this black piece. So all the black pieces are isolated. I touch the one dot that I can see. Success. Oh goodness me. Why? My eyes hurt now. Ah. Alright, these 2 are black down here. This one's white. That one I'm pretty sure is black. I think I see a shape inside it. Yeah, it is black. It's on the inside of the pattern. I think. There's a dot here, and dot here, and white. So grab one dot, grab the other dot, isolate black. Oh, there's one over there. Isolate black while grabbing dot. Grab other dot. Isolate black, grab white. There we go. That was... Oh. These are not easy to look at all. There's a shape? Wait, what kind of shape is that? Oh no, why are you doing this to me? Why? How many of these are there? 2 more after this one? There's 5 total. Okay. White and white right there and there. Black and black. Don't see any others, but I do see this shape, which could be a cornerstone, or it could be... Oh, let's just test that. Can I test that? Corner. Oops. Corner? No. Square? Yes. Okay, so this thing's a square. Are there dots around for me to collect? I have to stare at this for a while just to try to recognize them. There's no dots. Alright, so if I do this, we're good. Oh man. What? No, why? Ow. It burns. So black, black, white, white, and white. Is there also black down here? There is a black down here. So black, 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 white, white, white. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. Alright, so white, white, white. No? There's a dot down here. Okay. White and dot and white and white. There's a dot over there too. White. Let's see. Where's the one down here? That's right here. So let's try to isolate the white pieces from the black pieces. Let's try looping up. There's one here. There's one over there too. So one like this. Causing me some probs, yo. Okay. Let's try planning it like this. Grab that one white piece. This one causes problems for me, though. Yeah, it's hard to isolate the white and the black at that point. My eyes. Why my eyes? Why did you have to take them from me? Okay, so I can't come. Ah. Come here. Down. Loop around the. Avoid the black pieces here. Keep looping around to grab the white. Nope. Create a problem for myself there. I can't take that corner. But I can't go there. Y'all just causing me problems, yo. Okay, Okay, so isolate this one white piece so it's all on its own. We'll grab the dot. But I think otherwise we're going to want to isolate the black pieces here. I can't take that corner. Okay. Just grab this one dot first. Come around here. If we go around these guys and then touch the floor, these two white pieces are isolated. Then I probably want to zigzag back up again. So that I can't come back up to isolate the two blacks from that white piece. They're stuck together now. I wish it would stop blinking. It's just making it really hard to look at. Even though I kind of can see past it now. It's not doing me a lot of favors. Alright, what if I come back around here and specifically scoop up this white piece all on its own? Does that... Oh, now I'm trapped again. And now I am trapped. What if we tried just scooping up the black pieces from scratch? So start here to grab this one white piece, because we have to. Go all the way across. Then just loop to cut out the black pieces. Touch the wall. Now all black pieces are isolated against this wall. Grab the dot. Good. I don't want... Okay. You know what? This one's almost better. Except for the part where I can't see where there's might be dots. So let's try solving it. Blinky dots here and here. There's two there. It's just those two. Okay, I didn't miss any by going that way first. So, two blinky dots, one here and one there. Otherwise, it just comes down to what the dot... Stop blinking. There we go. Now it just comes down to the colors, separating black from white while grabbing those two pieces there. So one here. I've already messed up at isolating these. So one white piece is isolated. Two white pieces is isolated. But now I made it so I can't isolate the last one. Okay. And blinking dot was where again? Right there. So let's try... Huh. One isolated. Two isolated. No, one isolated, and here's the dot, and here's the dot. Then loop around to grab the other two white pieces. Got it. Wow, it's like it's like a phone security screen or something. I don't like that. Straining my eyes to solve what's otherwise a simple puzzle seems a little silly. Hello. A room full of notes. Might even be a scale model of part of the island or something. Can I go in there? It looks like I will be able to go. I'll be able to go there at the end. Oh, I've created a path where I can't get past this stuff. Unless solving this puzzle somehow dumps everything. But I can't see... Oh no, I can't see the exit point. So even if I solved it, I can't solve it. I can't see over there either, so I must have to resolve the chamber after all. It seemed so graceful at first. I seem to have misled myself. So I want to create something that goes along these puzzles so I can solve them. Like that. Maybe that's too far. That's all I really need right there. We need to isolate the black piece. We need to create a series of 4. Uh-oh. Got myself in some trouble. Such a specific location where it has to be. Aha. Let's see. I don't have a good idea right now. I just can't... Yeah, I can't draw the 4 from here. Let's see, let's just start with drawing the 4 real quick. Here's the 4. Oh, they had to put a line there. I was just thinking, like, I could just loop around and do this, I thought. Bloop. But they put the line there specifically to avoid that exact solution. Which seems almost spiteful to me. It's like this, for example, is an acceptable solution for the place in general. But 2 problems, which is that 1, you can't get past the place, and 2, you can't get over there. But hey, I can walk past it now all the way, so maybe this variation on the puzzle will at least let me solve this middle puzzle. Maybe it'll be in line of sight now. There we go. Now I can reach the end. Sure can. Just need to figure out what I'm looking at here. Can I get close? Alright, this is the best view I can get, I think. Yep, the camera pans up and down automatically, thankfully. Okay, so let's try to center the camera a little bit. We need to draw those 2 shapes. That's going to keep panning annoyingly. Alright, fine. Center. We need to draw those 2 shapes, and we need to separate these 2 colors. And they're both 4s, which is problematic in some ways. My first reflex for drawing the 2 together would be to be like... basically this is what I would go for. Oops. That has the 2 sets of 4 stacked end to end. Oh, one of them is a... There we go. That's more accurate. But I don't have the opportunity to deal with the problem over there. So I'm wondering if they're end over end, I could also make the horizontal piece all the way down here and put the 4 off the edge of it. But that joins a white and a black piece together. So then maybe... Huh... We can't do that because there's a white and a black piece right here that would get joined together. So then the question is, how would I do that elsewhere? I guess I could scoop under. There's my 4, and here's my 4. And now that shape only has a black piece inside it? Yeah. And then just scoop up this black piece so it's safe. I missed something? The white and black over here. Okay. That does cause me a problem. Because if I draw this shape... Getting a little iffy trying to draw them from here for some reason. Yeah, there's no way I can come down here to isolate this and get back up. So... Also, I've drawn a shape in a way where they can't... Alright, right. That's supposed to be one more over, so it's even more screwed because it cuts off completely. Is there some way to draw... Is there a way to isolate this? Oh wait, I can come down like this, right? And loop around like this. Is that the shape I need? Yes. So now I just loop around here. There we go. What did I do? It hooked up to a terminal over there. Is there one on the other side to solve too? Oh, I can walk through this thing. Ah. There's a guy in here. That's distressing. Hello, you. Oh. That's a tease. That's a cave I've never seen before. That's cool looking. That looks like California, actually. And you have those mining shafts that indicate that they might be near that... They might connect to the windmill. They should. It'd be weird if they don't. What's over there? Is that like 5 windmills? What am I looking at there? There's some strange stuff going on in some of these pictures. This is gonna get interesting. What's that one? Is that just a puzzle panel in a big orange-ish room that looks like it's inside of a storage container? There's another cave.
The relation between the controller and the controlled is reciprocal. The scientist in the laboratory studying the behavior of a pigeon designs contingencies and observes their effects. His apparatus exerts a conspicuous control on the pigeon, but we must not overlook the control exerted by the pigeon. The behavior of the pigeon has determined the design of the apparatus and the procedures in which it is used. Some such reciprocal control is characteristic of all science. As Francis Bacon put it, nature, to be commanded, must be obeyed. The scientist who designs a cyclotron is under the control of the particles he is studying. The behavior with which a parent controls his child, either aversively or through positive reinforcement, is shaped and maintained by the child's responses. A psychotherapist changes the behavior of his patient in ways which have been shaped and maintained by his success in changing that behavior. A government or religion prescribes and imposes sanctions selected by their effectiveness in controlling citizen or communicant. An employer induces his employees to work industriously and carefully with wage systems determined by their effects on behavior. The classroom practices of the teacher are shaped and maintained by the effects on his students. In a very real sense, then, the slave controls the slave driver, the child, the parent, the patient, the therapist, the citizen, the government, the communicant, the priest, the employee, the employer, and the student, the teacher. B.F. Skinner, 1971.
This one almost doesn't look so bad. Isolate the black piece. Draw my 2. Come on. There's my 2. 1, 2, 3. There's my 3. Cut off the black piece. Oh. Oh. Got myself in some trouble. That the last little bit's gonna get me in trouble. How do I cut these off? Yeah, that got me in trouble right at the last second there. By the way, I noticed this right here. This seems to be the last chamber I need in the entire game. The vaults, I mean, for the recordings. So they was talking about the idea of the power. Oh, I think this might be one of the puzzles I haven't found yet either. They're talking about the relationship between a tester and a testee, basically, and the idea that basically there's some power held by the thing being tested because its behavior or its laws or its rules or what makes it up. All these models are becoming more and more from the future, aren't they? Wait, is that that's the theater, I think. From some perspective, that's hard to judge a little bit. But they're talking about how like the thing being tested is just as likely to affect the process behind everything because it has its own limitations. Let's see, how do I'm not the biggest fan of the fact that some of these later puzzles have come down to more like, what if we mess with your eyes? They mess with your eyes by interfering with the screen, and now they mess with it by like making you look at it at a weird angle. Alright. 2 by 3. How about this for a 2 by 3? That's 1, 2, 3. And then there's the 2. Then loop around. And I still can't isolate... I still can't properly isolate the black piece from the white. Yeah, not from both of them, at least. Okay, then. How about... 1, 2, 3... by 2, for example. If I plan this properly... I'm already getting myself in trouble by doing that. So right here... it's hard to control the mouse at this angle. I already can't do the shape, can't I, by doing that? Yeah, I'm already in trouble of trying to make the 3 by 2. Huh. This one's giving me a little bit of trouble. What if I just drew the L? I draw the L by this white piece up here, loop it around, That's the 2 over. 3 down. And then... This is the same thing I did earlier on. God damn it. I feel like I'm just so close. Yeah, it's just that one... Man, it's hard to get this sorted out in your head when it's at this angle. You wrap around the black piece. Draw the L. No. Stop. Go. Yes. And yeah, you get trapped. Oh, god damn it. It's so shockingly hard to make it go the right way. Oh. That's the L. Got it. I got it. There we go. I was sitting here thinking I was walking into a trap and it totally fit that way. Okay, this goes... Oh, that goes out of the chamber entirely. Okay, it's gone. No more purple consoles. Those are solved. Okay. So now the only thing left is to solve this room in a pattern that allows me to solve the left puzzles and leave the room. Which is something I haven't managed to do yet. So unlike my first sort of half comment, there's definitely more than one solution to this place. So I draw 4 like this. Is that good enough? I'm trapped though, aren't I? So this one gives me access. Yeah. It looks like it works from this perspective, but I can't get past the central obstacle if I create the pattern in that way. Let's see. We can't exactly draw this. So there's only 4 options here. It has to... So the thing has to... It 100% has to touch one of the boundaries of the wall. So then I suppose it kind of solves itself then. If we want to be able to walk through it without it being an obstruction, the only way to do that would be to make it go through here, because we know that that's the one direction you can walk through it. So basically, as far as I can tell, I think that means that this has to be it. No. That's still wrong, isn't it? That's actually the wrong direction. So it has to be... What does this look like? Oops. That's the one we just did, so this is off too. The only way to proceed through is like going right here. That allows you to go through it. So that's one way to do... This allows you to walk through the pillar, but... You can't proceed that way. That must mean the way to solve this probably involves, like, drawing this, for example. Like, drawing the pillar. And no... Maybe if that's the exit point leading to the exit, but then at some point you could... Let's see. I'm having trouble articulating what I'm even trying to think right now, so... This would give you access to one end, for example. And then if you walked past it in this direction, you'd be able to walk off onto that barrier, potentially? And exit that way? I don't know. Let's see, without thinking about the exit part, which almost certainly involves walking through this thing and getting out, let's just think about getting to that side and see if they might not be... It might lead me to the same solution, or it might not have anything to do with that at all. So the first thing that comes to mind is just to draw a line right here, right? Because otherwise it's in the way. And then in order to satisfy this thing, I have to draw a line like this. There we go. So I won't be able to continue to the exit, but I'll be able to solve these puzzles at least. There we go. Easy peasy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through this thing in that manner. Because the way that the 4 line block works is that it has to come... its current location means that it has to cover this thing. It has to intersect with this no matter how I place it. So that means I have to have a line somehow... I probably have to draw it in a way that allows me to walk up to this thing on one end and leave on this side, or vice versa. But I have to walk through that thing to continue, because otherwise it's impossible to deal with the obstruction. For now, let's deal with this puzzle, which appears straightforward. Is it the same one mirrored? That'd be really weird. It looks awfully familiar. No, I remember these two dots being here, but I remember this looking a little different. For example. Okay, so grab the white one, and grab the white one. Easy. Oh, no. That's what we're doing, huh? Oh, goodness, it's all off by a particle. Okay, that's not too bad. But starting us off easy, at least. So, starting off, there's just going to be... You have to click on the wrong spot. That's really amusing. So, the touchscreen is correct, but the display is wrong. So... For starters, we just need to draw a line that touches all of these points. That's easy. This is where it gets way harder. Okay, this one's... Still have to click down here. This one's not too bad in that it just involves a Tetris shape and touching one dot. See what happens when I just try to draw the Tetris shape? This is... It's four tall, so going to almost the height is how I touch that. That should be the shape drawn, right? Yes. Oh, now they're rotating, because of course they are. So it looks like the blues are, despite the fact the blues were in subtraction before, it looks like they're normal Tetris shapes now. So our previous orange versus blue rule seems to not apply for Tetris shapes in this particular puzzle. It repeats. Of course it does. Oh man, this is going to be really... Now they're mixing awkward controls into the mix, basically. Well, at least it can rotate. So let's start by drawing... There's no dots, right? I don't see a dot. So we can draw this one like this, and then this one like... No, I got it backwards. I got it backwards. What if I draw the L... like that, right? The two combined? No? 1, 2, 3, and then the L, which is rotated. Oh, there's the one down there. I didn't even see that one. The mechanism that's hot on me. Okay, so touch that to the wall. That's a complete shape now. No, finicky. Now we just need to draw a shape. Crap. From this perspective, I can't really draw that shape, can I? I was gonna try to draw. Can't really. This is really disorienting. Let's see here. So, let's change how I want to do something. Oh, and the one in the bottom right corner can't be rotated, interestingly enough. But it can be rearranged, right? It's 5 across. That thing's 3 across. Oh, not great. I was thinking, what if we just drew this one at the end, for example? Rotate the one on the left and put it on the right, and then put it like this, or something like that. But, by default, these three... If this one is... If we take this shape and we make it not vertical... I mean, like, if it's vertical, it's just like this, so they don't touch. If it's horizontal, they have to occupy the same space. And you can't put them together in a way where they don't... They overlap. So you can't put them to end, and if you try to not put them end to end and try to stagger them, then they won't touch the origin points of the two shapes, and you won't be able to draw the shape in the first place. So this, I'm fairly convinced that this shape right here absolutely has to be vertical. So now the question is, how do I draw the L shape over there? That's going to be a problem for me. Maybe if I go like... Draw the L shape upwards like this, for example. But now we have the same problem where I've successfully changed its orientation a little bit, sure, but I haven't fixed the problem where I can't draw the other shape properly. And since that shape doesn't rotate or move from where it is right now, we still have problems. So then the question is there a way to draw the first shape like this, for example? In a way that allows me to also reach over and grab this shape. And then also come back to draw the third shape. Let's see. Yeah, now I need to find a way to draw this last shape. I can't draw it where it is right now, because right now its orientation would make it overlap 2 split lines. I can't put it against the corner because it touches the boundary I've already done. Unless I can. Wait, does that work? I could have sworn I tested that already. Didn't I already try this? That, and then that. What the fuck? Wait, what? That's the easiest solution in the world. Did I... Is that not the first thing I tried? I must have miscounted something. Yeah, because I tried drawing this one first, then I just had to add that one. I feel like that was the easiest solution in the world. How did I don't know. I must have skipped a step in my head, because that would have been the first thing I would have tried to solve. Okay, this thing's scrolling like a motherfucker, so that's great. So the 2 purples have to be conjoined with each other. I'm getting really ready to just take a screenshot of this thing and not deal with its constant scrolling, because this might be agony. Okay, alright, so we need to draw a line that contains the black pieces and the purple pieces together. Where's the exit? There it is. I got it. That wasn't too bad. Otherwise I would have had to take a screenshot. You see what I did there is I drew the line. I contained all the black and purple pieces together, basically, and just drew a line that way. No. Come back. Ooh, it stays still when I'm... Oh my god. Okay, so you just have to memorize the entire solution before you start clicking on things, because the moment I click on something, I won't be able to see anything. So if I go all the way over here, for example... Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, good luck. So I can vaguely make out the shape well enough to tell where my line's going, but I have to memorize the puzzle beforehand, or this isn't going to work. So... Basically, we need to draw this 3 together, or we can put it over here or over there, and this has to be a L shape, which is a little hard to draw, and then come back down here to draw this one, and we also have to touch this line. How do I even do that in the first place? I guess I could do this one by just staircasing it against the wall over here, makes it easier. That would make it easier. And then I can draw this line over here. The issue I'm running into is if I draw this, for example, I go up here and staircase. I've gone here so far, right? Then I come back down, and I have to go the alternate tiles. And just like that, I'm already touching the boundary of this shape, which means I can't draw it properly in that position. I can go like this and wrap around from the origin, and then staircase, and then loop up. There we go, that's the solution. Okay. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I gotta try. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. Is this what space travel feels like? Oh no. Clockwork Orange is happening or something. Fuck. That's awful. Alright. That's all I have to do? What are you gonna do? Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Why? Why did you do this to me? Okay. Okay. No. Right? Oh no, stop. Stop. Jesus. He's just fucking with us is what's happening in this chamber. The puzzles aren't hard, it's just... I'll be fair, I like these ones better than the ones where you just kept trying to stare at a blinking screen, but... Yeah, both of them are... different forms of agony, aren't they? Wow, was not ready for the spinny one. Alright, we need to make our way in there, and of course there's a board in the way for solving that one. But we also need to find a way in there, which involves somehow creating a line that ends up walking through that one chunk. How are we going to get that drawn? Okay. My first point of reference is to think like, go through like this. That gives us a distinct advantage because we're starting off wrapping around. We immediately give ourselves access to walking through the first opening, right? Now we just need to cross over If we cross over like this, does that give us access to coming out the other side of it? Did I place that properly? I think I might have done it. I think that's the correct solution. Yes? Good? Good? Alright. I have a headache a little bit now. What is going on here? Microscope. You go in and there's a shaft of light coming down. That looks like the first vault that we found the first code in. Don't know what that one means. Is that a castle? What is that? There's a road coming by and a weird structure that almost looks like it could be the elevator of some kind. Hello? I don't think I've seen... Oh, is that the tree temple? Yeah, there's the three... Those are the three things we could see through the one window. And there's the crashed walls. This could easily be the actual official concept art that they made when they were making the tree temple, for all I know. That one's a little harder to make out. Hello. We've got scale models. Tons of tiny little bricks. What are they building? Oh, there's an audio log inside. Oh yeah, this is the tree house. This is a scale model that they were making. It's like this is where they invented the idea when they were making the tree. Look at that. A lot of sketches of the structure at the same place. I wonder if any of them reveal a secret about it. Is the first thing that comes to mind. More blocked off puzzles. Alright, let's go ahead and play the audio log. If I can click on it.
Two major schools of Zen exist in Japan, the Rinzai and the Soto. Both have the same goal of seeing the world unmediated, but their approaches are different. In the Soto school, the emphasis is on quiet contemplation in a seated position without a particular focus for thought. The method in the Rinzai school, however, is to put the intellect to work on problems that have no logical resolution. Such problems are known as koans, from the Chinese kengan, meaning public announcement. Some are mere questions. For example, when your mind is not dwelling on the dualism of good and evil, what is your original face before you were born? Others are set in a question and answer form, like, what is the Buddha? Answer, 3 pounds of flax, or the cypress tree in the courtyard, to name but two of the classic responses. According to tradition, there are 1,700 such conundrums in the Zen repertoire, and their common aim is to induce a kind of intellectual catastrophe, a sudden jump, which lifts the individual out of the domain of words and reason into a direct, non-mediated experience known as Satori. Zen differs from other meditative forms, including other schools of Buddhism, in that it does not start from where we are and gradually lead us to a clear view of the true way of the world. It is not a progressive system in this respect. The sole purpose of studying Zen is to have Zen experiences, sudden moments, like flashes of lightning, when the intellect is short-circuited and there is no longer a barrier between the experiencer and reality. David Darling, 1996.
This one's going to be a tough one. So we've had another one of our mashups between art and... We're definitely going back and forth between art and science a lot, or religion and science and art and so on. The Zen... I definitely... I think I lose track of what they're talking about the most whenever they talk about Zen. But admittedly, I got distracted by puzzles a little bit too. Interesting. Well, those are white, so if I walk here, I can keep the white pieces together for the most part. It's like a perspective puzzle, but then I also have to be at the right location to not block myself out of the exit. So there we go. White. White. Wait, isn't that one of those black, though? No, I've reorganized it so none of them are black. I just need to reorganize it so I can access the exit. think I solved this one already. I think it's done. I think I figured it out. Yes. For a second I thought it wasn't going to power on. I was going to have to solve like a blank screen. Like, you monsters. Okay. What in the world is going on here? There's 3 dots up here, 1 down there. Are there any hidden behind the beams? There's 1 down there. Alright, so I can pretty much see them all from right here. Just have to remember that there's 1 down below. Is this a symmetrical one? Yes. So if I go like this, I grab the 1 down there. Go like this to grab these ones. Then that grabs that one. That was really easy. Okay, cool. What have I done? Oh, I can walk out here. This window sticks out. I did not catch that at first. Oh, okay, so that window's the door's open now. So now I just need to solve this in an alternate pattern that takes me over there. That's not too bad. It's attached to the wall. I think I've already made a pattern that... I think my very first way of solving the room took me there. Let's give this a shot. Didn't I do something like do-do-do or something? And then drew that. There we go. Easy. Easy peasy. Oh. I have to solve it so the exit goes there. It doesn't reach otherwise. Never mind. Not easy. Not in the same way, anyway. Alright, so... if I draw the pattern like that, that solves it leading to the door, but it doesn't give me my exit. I need my exit too. So how did I solve it a moment ago? I started off like this. And then I looped back around in front of it. Is that all I needed? That might be all I needed to do. Okay. A slight alteration, where just the endpoint's different. All right. Yeah, I was in danger of overthinking that one. But all I had to do was slightly change the ending, basically. And there we have it. We're free for the next chamber. Look at you. Just locked away with their knowledge. Sheltered under this tarp. In the middle of a dark cave. They have all these things they know, but they're completely isolated from anyone else. This doesn't exactly scream open-minded.